Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another pre-market watch list here today. So today's a little bit different. You're seeing my screen right away as I actually don't have my camera with me. I left it at home in my backpack from getting home from Miami last night. So yeah, I'm glad to be back without a doubt. I do love it in Miami, and honestly, who knows? Maybe I'll move there. You never know. But honestly, it was a great time. I am super excited to be back. Vacation's always exhausting. One way or the other, you think it's vacation till you get back. You're like, wow, I'm exhausted. Flight got delayed yesterday, so I didn't get in here to Michigan until about 3. Then I didn't get to bed till about 4. So yeah, I'm running on low fumes right now. But anyways, I've got to be here. So anywho, we did have a flight delay. I got in super late, got in about 4 o'clock last night, hit the bed. Now I'm here in the office trading. So I can tell you right now, I'm only trading for like the first hour today, and then I'm going to bed. Literally, I am in my PJs right now. I'm literally wearing a onesie PJ. Call it what you want. I love it. Anywho, so today is going to be a good day. So I'm going to talk about we're going to look at the markets. We're going to look at SPY. We're going to look at BABA. We're going to look at Tesla, maybe Facebook, Micron, MU, some of these bigger price stocks. There's so much volatility right now that you're making money on any one of these stocks that you can play. So today's watch list is going to be a little higher priced. There isn't going to be too many penny stocks I'm looking at. I'll mention a few, but that's just about it. All right. Oh, what if that was the case? Welcome home, welcome home. So here we are, right? So let's first start off. So some penny stocks that might do okay today would be EARS. This is one that a bunch of people are already talking about. EARS. Do I think it's going to really do a whole lot? Not really. I don't think this is going to be amazing. It might do pretty well, but I don't think it's going to do that great. It might. We'll see. It's already popped up and come down, so it's already done this, right? This is something I always, whenever I see a penny stock go up and then it does that pre-market, like that already tells me that people didn't like it up there, so they were selling, right? Right, they started selling right here, then it caused it to come down. So they don't already want the price when it's that high, right? The buying pressure slowed down. So it's possible it might kick back in, right? It was possible to see it start buying, get bought back up, and then go. It's just not as likely. So anywho, you could watch EARS. That might be some that you want to watch, or for some people that might be a good stock for you to watch. For me, I don't really see much value in that today. Another one that was mentioned from our group too is DARE. This one I actually like better. It still trades on a lot lower volume, but the chart setup's better, right? Let's look like 180 day. Yeah, so if you look at this 180 day chart, I mean, it has a pretty good pattern. I mean, this is kind of like the high heel long pattern. All right, I don't know if you notice that, but yeah, we like bottom, higher low, pop up, trade down, do something like that. So this one, DARE, it's definitely got some opportunity, right? I think it's not going to be, I don't think it'll be horrible, but I don't really see this being too great. Again, it doesn't have enough volume right now. But again, for a penny stock, this is one that's moving this morning that you can keep your eyes on. And it's very possible that this is just the start of a good fresh move, right? If you look at the 180 day chart, we're just starting to move. If you look at the daily chart, we haven't even really started moving yet. We're just kind of like, hanging out. But again, this is one that you should watch, right? If you're in a penny stocks, I would say this is another good one to possibly watch, right? Oh, and MTBC, that was another one somebody mentioned this morning. MTBC, yeah. So MTBC, I know there was news on it, but look at this chart, right? Like this chart right here, that is ugly. Like, no, unhappy. No, not what you want to do, okay? Because that chart, it doesn't tell you anything, right? Not to mention, look at this over here. Look at the volume, right? Look at all this volume. That's a no. That's a no. That's an unhappy, and that's another unhappy. Don't want to do that, okay? Oh, let me turn this on. So again, so for like MTBC, if there's not enough volume there, you really shouldn't be trading it. Now, for some, right, you might like it, right? In my opinion, I wouldn't day trade this, right? I would not day trade that because there's not enough volume. But if you look at the daily chart, some of you are going to go, well, look at the daily chart. It's ready to go, which it kind of is. I mean, if you look at the daily chart, right, it like just came out of, it's just starting to break out of that trend, that area. You know, you could do a few of these trend lines, right? You could do, you know, like from like right there to there. And you could say, well, actually, let me delete that and go back, right? So let me zoom in. Right, so if we just focus, right, if you just focus your attention in this area, right, and if you were to draw a trend line, right, you have, you know, your trend line support going up like that, right, where you see that the stock was, you know, the stock bounced on each, so bounce, follows the trend, follows the trend, follows the trend, right, and then you do this one, it's like down, like so. Right, it's a little off, but you get the point. All right, you have top, follow trend, basically follows trend, oop, and then that one's the major one, right, where we're starting to break out. And actually, we redo these ones. So let's do like that. Pop in there. Sorry, follow trend, follow trend, follow trend, follow trend, breaking out of the trend, right? So some will argue that this little area where I'll draw in a green box are going to argue that, oop, that's an arrow, not a box. Some will argue that that's the focal point where it's starting to break out, but which is true, but breakouts need volume, right? If there's no volume, not much is going to happen. So day trading wise, probably not the best idea. Swing trading might be something there. And they just had some news, I think. I think they just got like an acquisition of like some product, or, oh yeah, they signed an agreement they could increase revenue by 50%. So there's some good news. There really isn't any volume, so we need volume to pick up on that. I'll take a look at OZM. What's that? OZM, $1.91, so low price. Again, right here you go. Look at that, no volume, none whatsoever. That's a no, unhappy, blah, blah. Nope. So OZM, just too low volume, nothing. I mean, it's just, you can't trade that. You can't day trade that. So it had to be a swing trade. And even then, I wouldn't swing trade that. Now I'm going to take a look at, let's talk about the market here. All right, market doesn't really affect penny stocks. So if you trade more of penny stocks, this isn't really going to affect what you're trading for the most part. This is going to be more for higher cap stocks, bigger cap stocks. But either way, whether you trade penny stocks or not, it's always good to know where the market's at. So market, past 2 days in the market, we have seen an incredible bull run from, what was that, Thursday, Friday? Yeah, so from Thursday to Friday, we've seen an incredible bullish move, right? That's actually bad, from like here up. That right there, that was a nice bull run. Now, if you look at that'll work. Sure, why not? No, let's do 180 day. Here we go. So if you look at a 180 day chart, you'll see that previously there was resistance here, 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 and now we're right there. So sure, it's not 100% exact, but it's pretty damn close that the market is right at this resistance of all these previous points, like so. See that? From that high to that high to that high to this high to that high to this high. It's all right in that, relatively right in that area, right? It's more or less the 267 area, but this whole area has been a major resistance, right? So if history repeats itself, we should start coming down off this area. So I'd be more short bias, or a short-term short bias on the market for right now. I'm overall, I want to be short bias, the more I keep looking at it, the more I'm starting to become a little bit more long biased. We really need another big leg down to make me feel that we're still pushing down, because this last move up, if we go to the daily chart now, right, if you look at this last move up here on the market, right here, right, if you focus your attention just in this area, oh, where do we go? Right there. Yeah, if you focus your attention right just there, that's a really strong bounce, right? You had an extremely big inverted hammer candle, or not, wait, sorry, you just had a really big hammer candle, and then you had a really, really bullish day, right? It took us 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 days to come down that much, whereas it only took 1, 2 days to go back up all the way. Let me repeat that. It took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was actually 5, 6. Basically, okay. So no, it took 5 days to go from there to there, whereas it only took 1, 2 days to go from here to there, which is the same move down, right? But just a much more aggressive move back up, which is a little scary. And that means that bulls are winning the battle much faster than the bears were the last time. On the last drop, the bears, got outweighed much faster, Anywho, so we're still in a consolidation phase. We haven't broken out of anything. We're still chopping around, right? We still have trend lines that it's following. If it follows this trend, right? If it follows this trend line I just drawn, we should see a red day in the market. If you look at the market right now, we popped up, now we come down, we're curling up. So, you never know. I think we might see a red day, or we might start getting a little choppy. I mean, if we go back and let's just do 30 days, 5 minute. Just look at the price action, right? Let's scroll back. Right, that was a high 271, right? So, I mean, it tends to, right, once it comes down and then it bounces, right? Bounces and it'll come up. So, watch this. Let me zoom out. Can I do that? How could I do that? Let me close this down. Close this down. All right, so for example, right, we had the high here at 270, but let's scroll across to this particular time. Ready? Going down, we had a major dump, right? Major dump out. We battled all the way back up, and look where the price action stops out. Right in that area. Before breaking that high, we dump again. Come over, and then the same thing, same exact thing, right? Now we have this high, draw a line across. I mean, that's exactly where the market's at, starting to come down. So I would expect now, where would the market come down today before we bounce? The market's going to come down probably to this zone, right? We have it here. So we're probably going to come down to this area, right? So if I go and draw this box across, we're probably going to bounce somewhere in that area today, right off this 260, 65, right in 265, 266. Let me redo that. We're probably going to bounce somewhere around here, right in that zone, right? If we broke through that, then we would definitely bounce right in here in that zone because of all this, that bounce, right? Though we broke through, we came back up, and then you could see it started going back and forth in here. So this is definitely, this whole area, definitely the bounce area next time. If we break through that, then it would most likely, I mean, you might see a little short-term bounce off that level, but this level down here, right there, would be the next big one. Yeah, for sure. So anywho, I think we're going to see a red day on the market. So anywho, that's the SPY. So the SPY, I think, is going to have a bearish day. So I'm watching things like MU. MU's been running up for the past couple of days. This thing looks pretty strong. If you look at this chart, you can definitely tell we have resistance right at about the $48 mark on MU, right in this area, and it's starting to have trouble getting through there. So I might look to short MU today. Just depends on how the setup looks. Tesla is garbage as always, but the other day, Tesla gapped down from earnings, right? Gap down, gap down, gap down. Then it ran all the way back up to perfectly fill that gap for the most part, right at 302. You can see that there. It gapped down, had a bunch of resistance in here. It came down, filled that gap, so now it's coming down. This has already dumped out so much pre-market that I don't really trust shorting it right now. I'd actually try and be maybe trying to get in on a dip buy to go long to retest 302. That's possible. So like a $4 long position. So there's quite a bit going on this morning. Regardless, guys, I'm just going to give you kind of like a quick run through of the stocks I'm watching because we just don't have enough time. But so Tesla is what I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch MU. I'm going to watch Baba. Baba had a phenomenal day. Oh, let me get these drawings off. Clear drawing set. Yes and yes. Baba had a phenomenal day on, what was that, Friday? Right after the earnings came down, it crashed and then it just ripped, right? So now it's coming back up to retest those levels, right? From the gap up on Friday. Friday gapped up earnings and it crashed. So now it's coming back up to test that 191 level. Very possible it rejects and this opens up a great opportunity for a short position, right? Yeah, short sellers would show up on the level 2 right side because they're sellers. Short selling is selling, so that would show up on the right side. But then when short sellers buy back shares, they'd show up on the left side. So you're not really looking for short sellers or long bias traders. You're just really looking at who's buying and who's selling at that point. Oh, you know what? CHEK, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, let's look there. So CHEK is one that we all know is just a ridiculously shitty stock that just got pumped up and everyone was trading for the longest time. And most recently, everybody's probably lost their freaking mortgage and their car, and now they have to sell their dog. You know, who knows? They probably have to refinance their house. Who knows, right? Because I know for a fact a lot of people tried getting in CHEK. They've seen this big wave. They're like, oh, it's going to happen again. They got in, they held the bag, and now they're losing everything. So once again, CHEK, it doesn't even have, from what I looked, it said it didn't have a big short float interest, which I find hard to believe. But long story short, watch this CHEK if you want to trade it because it might have a nice pop. I think we're going to look at it. I think this thing's going to squeeze up right out of the gates. Just based on what I'm seeing here, I mean, you know, this was the old support back here, right, before it took off, and now it's right in that zone. So I think this is going to have a nice pop. Okay. By the way, so really that's all I have. So watch CHEK, watch Baba, Tesla, Facebook. I mean, watch all the big blue chip stocks. The market's volatile. The big blue chip stocks are super easy to trade right now. Recently, penny stocks, I feel like I say that all the time, but I mean, even these ones, I mean, these penny stocks you've been seeing, they're not trading on any good volume. And what I mean by that is they're literally not, right? Like this here, none of these stocks had any good, there's been no good setups in CHEK. There was no good setups. I mean, there have been, but they're not the easiest setup, shall I say. They're kind of, you know, wishy-washy, shall I say. So, you know, anywho. So that is the watches for today. Keep your eyes on all the blue chips. Keep your eyes on CHEK. I think that thing will pop up right out of the gates. That's all I have for you guys today. My Miami trip was amazing. I'm absolutely exhausted right now. I didn't get in till 4 o'clock last night back to Michigan. So here I am at 4 o'clock, or not 4 o'clock. Here I am at 9 in the morning, just pumping out watch lists, right? My eyes are bloodshot. Oh my goodness. I'm still in my PJs. It's great. It's great. Anywho, with that being said, everybody have a green day. I don't have my camera today because I left it at home on accident, so I'll have the camera back tomorrow, and I'll get some videos uploaded of the trip, some pictures uploaded of the trip, things like that. By the way, if you guys wanted to, we're offering $49 off, $49 off yearly program right now. So if you are an existing member of our private group or you wanted to join, the best deal you can actually get is the $49 off the yearly program, because I think that puts you at somewhere around like like $12 a month, which is basically the price of Netflix. So you could use that coupon code. If you're a monthly member, you can always use this coupon code and re-sign up essentially. Or if you're, want to join, you can use this coupon code. I'll put it in here. It is 49 off. Coupon code 49 off. So that'll be going for about a week. So you guys can use that. You guys will hear it a couple times in the live streams throughout the week. So if you miss it today, don't worry, but I'll catch you guys later tomorrow. I got to get rocking and rolling. So thank you guys once for tuning in. Please do give me a thumbs up before you head out the door, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.